Good morning. Good morning. How everybody doing this morning? Hopefully everybody had a fantabulous weekend. Yes, that is a word. Fantabulous weekend. Um, let's get right into it, man. I like to welcome y'all to the overnight price action for September the 12th, 2022. If this is your first time joining us here at the Spider Gang, I like to say welcome. If this is not your first time joining us, you're a faithful member of the gang. Y'all see Spider back there. I like to say welcome. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. What's that, man? If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about the overnight price action. And then I get back on again after the market close, typically at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But during football season, we're doing it at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we do a recap of the price action. Do it all for the free 99. Started doing Tim's Tidbit just to share all the knowledge that I had when it came to trading and investing, all things stock market with my friends and family. Then I started doing it for the free 99 on Al Gore's internet. Why do I do it for the free 99? Because I want to help as many people as possible learn a skill that can change their life. Whether you want to do it full time, if you want to be a full-time trader like myself, I get on the internet to show people what a full-time trader would do in any situation. All I ask that you do, the only payment I require is that you hit the like button. I don't know what side of your screen is going to be on. Depends on what the device is, where the like button is. It might be around here. It might be around here. Might even be in the middle like it is on my son's iPad. But just hit the like button. That's the only thing I ask you to do. I don't ask you to pay for anything. I don't ask you to buy anything. I actually do nothing. I don't think, oh, wait a minute. I do ask that you support my son's music. Speaking of, let's go to our sponsors. Today's episode of Tim's Tidbit is brought to you in part by thenewtlr.com. That's right, thenewtlr.com, the place to get all of your Spider Gang apparel and accessories. The place where you can go and buy you a t-shirt or sweatshirt and let people know that you're not a bull or bear, you're a beast. Just like me. I'm not a bull or a bear, I'm a beast. Our second sponsor on today is Banjo, new music by Il Jodem. Banjo, new music by Il Jodem, now streaming on all streaming platforms. Again, that's Banjo, new music by Il Jodem. Thank you to our sponsors. Hey, man, full disclosure, full disclaimer. This is not a paid advertisement or paid promotion. The new TLR.com, that's me. I made that merch shop because the cousins was like, hey, Tim, I like that shirt that you got that say, I got options. I buy them, I sell them. Where can I get that? I said, you can't get that because I made it myself. And they said, you need to make a shop. So I made a merch shop. I appreciate y'all that be supporting the merch shop. It's not a requirement to be a part of the Spider Gang. All thing I require you to do is hit the like button because somebody told me the algos like when people hit the like button and the algo show it to more people. And my mission is to get exposed to as many cousins as possible to help them understand this trading and investing thing a little bit more. But I do require you to go support my son's music. Banjo by Il Jodem on all streaming platforms. Banjo. Go stream my son's music, man. He worked hard on that stuff. He recorded right over there in his bedroom that I let him borrow until he's an adult. Banjo by Il Jodem. What's happening, man? Hey, I'm going to put the link in the chat. The link is in the chat if anybody want to pull up. I'm letting y'all know right now. I ain't going to hold you. After we got off live yesterday, that's the last time I looked at my charts. My charts are not set up for anything. I don't have any levels that I'm looking at. I did not look at my chart again. I did 2 lives this weekend, and I feel like they was fire. We did one. It was impromptu on Saturday where I went back and I tried to be more detailed about why I did what I did all the way back to May. Why I did what I did all the way back to May. Tried to be more detailed. you know what I'm saying, try to like give like the specifics, because I was looking at some of my videos this weekend and I felt like I wasn't being really clear. You know what I'm saying? And then yesterday I tried to like break it down in more detail. So I feel like the lives were fine, but I did not look at my charts after that. So we just gonna wing it this morning. Let me see who in the chat. Here to learn and share. I already knew you was gonna be up in there early in the chat. What's going on here to learn and share? Michelle Tucker. Good morning, Michelle Tucker. Hey, Michelle, do your family get a kick out of me saying Michelle Tucker? What's going on, prayer kid? What's happening with you? What's going on? What's up, Valdez? Ladies and gentlemen, District Attorney Angela Valdez is in the building. What's going on, Valdez? Cool it now. Ooh, watch out. Cool, you probably ain't even old enough to even know what song that is. What's up, Mendez? Mendez, we still looking at Anna and Elsa, the back of their pretty little head. Good morning to you too, Queen. What's up, Mendez and the family? What's going on, JD? JD ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. What's happening with you? What's happening with you? What's up, Little Hulk? Good morning, Vietnam. Who remember that movie right there? Who in here old enough to remember that movie? Is this man singing The Price of... No, I'm not. I'm not singing The Price is Right. That's copyright infringement. I like that Black Spider. I like that right there. The Black Spider. I likes that. What's up, Trey? Trey, your sons is a trip. Hey, Trey put up a reel the other day, and his sons was like, Dad sucks. Dad sucks. Dad sucks. What's up, T. Baker? What's going on? Case Ray. I don't know that name. I've never seen the name before. Casey Ray 19. If this your first time pulling up, welcome. If it's not your first time pulling up, I truly jalapies. I just don't remember seeing that name. If it is your first time, thank you for joining us. Maybe think about subscribing, and welcome to the gang. See Spidey back there? That's Spidey. What's going on, Edwin? Gabriel, Towns, if you will. What's going on, Sanjay? So disrespectful. What's up? Hey, shout out this dude right here. Y'all see this dude right here? The real J Israel. This my dude, man. Joshua. This man, I ain't gonna give his locale because I don't know if people like getting their locales put out. But this man right here, he bringing real R&B back. He bringing real, if you like real R&B music, he breaking real R&B music back. Go look up the real Joshua Israel on your streaming platforms. Josh, if you can't drop the link in the chat. Text me, Josh. Text me your link and I'll put it on my next live. Text me your link for your music and I'll put it on my next live. Support this brother right here. He bringing real R&B music back. Shout out my homie right there. And y'all know I don't be shouting at people if I don't know you like that for real. I stop shouting everybody out. If I shout you out, that means you 100. Okay, okay, connoisseur. Okay then, connoisseur. What's going on, cousin Tanya? Good morning, Tim. How's the new logo minus the bucket of cash? What? How's the new logo minus the bucket of cash? What in the world is that? Cousin Tanya, that's my first time ever seeing that name, and I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what you talking about. What's up, Father of Legends? Y'all up in here today. What's going on? Huh? Oh yeah. Y'all excuse my brother. Y'all excuse my brother with his shirt off. No, with his yeah. That's how them R&B dudes do. They hey, them R&B dudes do that, man. They got to get they sexy up. I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. What's up, Laverne? What's going on, Laverne? Go check his music out, though. Y'all said maybe my homeboy Swan back in the day. Swan used to be he used to be singing R&B. He had his album cover was it was like you could see like a female shoulder, and she was, oh, you know, the compact that the ladies used to open up. It got like the little dust makeup, and it's like a mirror. She was holding like a mirror over her shoulder, and when she was looking in the compact, you could see Swan standing behind her, and he had his shirt open, and he was like. That's how them R&B dudes be doing it, man. They got to get they sexy on. You told me to delete that money off my page. Oh, that's who that is. What's happening, Tanya? I see you. I see you. That's where I told you to take, cause they oh yeah. For everybody who was on here the other day, this Amazon money. This is Amazon money. When y'all see me, don't be coming trying to rob me. This Amazon money. This prop money. Y'all see right there, it says, what do it said on there somewhere? What do it say? It says for motion picture use. That's what it say. It say for motion picture use right here. we got this. It say for motion picture use only. We got this for one of Timothy videos back in the day. And then when I was rubbing it on my arm yesterday, and I say money was calling, don't be trying to come rob me. This Amazon money, I ain't got it. Hey man, we ain't talked about nothing. We ain't talked about nothing yet. I just been in the chat all day long. Hey, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. As y'all see, my chart look exactly like it did the other day. The only thing I did different on my chart after we got off live yesterday, I adjusted the box. The new top of the box is at 826 high. The August 26 high of 42.34. That's the new top of the box. Get off my screen, Tanya. That's the new top of the box. The bottom of the box is what was the 9th? What day was the 9th? Friday. Friday's low. It looked weird like this right here because the way I count the days, like I count the days the way I learned it from ICT, from like midnight to midnight. But the way that the system count the days is from 6 o'clock at night until 5 o'clock the next day. That's how the futures count the days. So when you like, if it looked like it's up in the middle of the day, but if I drop down to the hourly, you'll see why it looked like that. And for anybody who don't know, this a little lesson for you to learn. If you see right here, if I hover there, that's 12 o'clock in the morning on Friday. So that's the start of Friday in my mind, right? That's the low after 12 o'clock midnight, right? But if you come back here to right here to the 6 o'clock, it say 1900, but it, you know, the counter at the end of the close. So the 6 o'clock counter right here, that's the low there. If I was to put a low on that candle right there, if I was to put a line on that candle right there and go back out to the daily candles, boop, then it's at the bottom of the candle. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't want to mark it there because that's a weird, funky spot for me. So that's why I just put the low at Friday's low based off like the intraday stuff. Right? It's you know what I'm saying, it's close enough for government work, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to use the bottom of that counter, that's fine, because it's close enough for government work. It ain't no big old wick. It's all within the margin of error, because if you look, it all fall within the wick of this candle right before it. So it's all of that is a sensitive area. Like all of the spaces with the wicks and all that, that's all sensitive areas. See, it all fall within the range. You see what I'm saying? It all fall within the sensitive range. So however you want to mark it, that's how you want to mark it. But that's all I did. I just moved the top of the box up to August 26th high. And the reason why I moved it up there is because that's the closest daily swing high that we hadn't violated. We violated the swing high of August 30th back on Friday, right? We poked above that, and then we moved up a little bit, and then so I put that as the top of the box, and then I use Friday's low as the bottom of the box. That's all I have done outside of what we talked about yesterday. Now let's start to deep dive together to see what's going on for today or tomorrow or the rest of the week. Oh, wait a minute. Let's look and see what's going on the calendar for this week, and then we're gonna go look at Spylene. For anybody who don't know about using econoday.com, econoday.com is my site of choice to look at the economic stuff. You just come to econoday.com and hit view full calendar, and it show you the entire week of everything that's coming on economic wise that affects the market. If it's a red dot, that means it's potentially to be high volatile event. If it's a green dot, that means it's not likely to be high volatile. If it's an orange dot, it may or may not be high volatile, but you want to stay aware of everything on here, because depends on the narrative of the market. You can have a green event like consumer sentiment, and it'll send the market spiraling, right? And then another site you can use is forexfactory.com. It's the same information, but it's geared toward currencies and forex trading. So if you come here, it's the same thing. You just got to click on the date, and you can pick out a range. Like I could pick out the rest of the month of September if I want to, and hit apply, and you can see everything on the economic calendar to the end of September. And I got mine filtered out to only show the US dollar. That's what I want to see. You can also see all currencies if you click over here on the little filter icon over there, look like a little funnel, right? And you can click all, and then you see all the different currencies. But I don't do that because I don't deal with forex, and I only want to see stuff that affects the US dollar, because I only trade US companies. I don't trade the SPY, so I'm only worried about like the US companies and stuff that affect the US dollar. So it's the same thing over here. Red folders equal red lights, green folders yellow folders equal green lights, and orange folders equal orange lights on Econo Day. Same thing. And sometimes the colors will be different, because stuff that currencies are really sensitive to, the equities and the companies may not be as sensitive. So the colors may be different, but the information is still vital, right? We living in a time where, back in the day, good for currencies was bad for equities, good for equities was bad for currencies. But now we're living in a time where everything trading together. It's not an inverse relationship no more. Some days it might be inverse, and then you go through a week where the dollar and the equities going up together. That's weird. And then you may go through a time where the bonds and the equities drop, and the bonds and the SPY dropping together. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? So we're in a crazy time right now. Trade what you see. I got on a bull or a bear. I'm a B shirt, but trade what you see, man. So Econo Day, we ain't got nothing going on today. Tomorrow we got oh yeah. And then if you click on the event on Econo Day where it says consensus, it pops up and lets you know what they are expecting that event, what the numbers are. And then once it comes out, it'll be another column right here that says actual, and it shows you the actual CPI. We getting the CPI data tomorrow. That's important to the market, especially during this high inflation, this rate hike, this are we in a recession? All of this stuff is very important. Is very important. The consumer price index, PPI, is very important. That's how much the people that make it, that's how much they paying to make it. CPI, that's how much we paying to get it. That's all part of inflation. That's very important. We got a lot of hot stuff on the take for this week. We got CPI, we got PPI, we get job numbers every week. We got some more manufacturing numbers. That's PPI type stuff. Retail sales, industrial production. That's more PPI stuff. And then Friday is quiet. It's quiet witching. Quiet. A lot of people put a whole lot of emphasis, and we got consumer sentiment on Friday. A lot of people put a whole lot of emphasis on quiet witch. I don't put a lot of emphasis on quad witch. I'm just like, it's just another expiration period. And if anybody that don't know what quad witch is, it's just a certain time where you have you got 4 different things like futures, options for futures, options for this, and so it's like a bunch of different stuff where the contracts expiring at the same time. That's why I don't put no more emphasis on it. Just like every month on the third Friday of every month, we have OPEX where the options are expiring. Well, they got to get out of their options positions and move into new ones. You know what I'm saying? It's just on quad witch, you getting out of options positions, you getting out of futures positions, you getting out of options for equities, you getting out of options for futures. It's just a whole bunch of different things that you got to get out of, and it's potential to cause a lot of volatility. That's the only type of respect I give quad witch, is it has the potential to create a little bit more volatility, right? It's not a special thing. I know a lot of cousins, you know what I'm saying? Like looking at the come up series, when I first started watching the come up series, like a lot of cousins was like, okay, quad witch coming up, I'm getting ready to get my positions. You know what I'm saying? And so when I started doing research on it, I'm like, okay, is this a time to get position? Let me come on full screen to run my mouth on this. I know this ain't why y'all came. Y'all came for the overnight price action and y'all came for the levels. But guess what? I got the microphone. Right? A lot of so I started doing research. I'm like, okay, is this a time to buy positions? Right? And so when I started researching, I'm like, oh man, quad witch ain't no time to buy positions. It can be. You know what I'm saying? It can be a time to buy positions because, like I say, it's a time where a lot of times it may create volatility in the market, and it may create a pullback depending on how many positions they're coming out of, and it can present an opportunity, but it's not a guaranteed time to say I'm going to buy just because it's quad witch, right? You always want to buy in accordance to your plan, in accordance to your entry strategy, right? What's going on, Jason? Hey, Jason, I appreciate you, my guy. We over on YouTube, man. We on YouTube. You know where we at. Shout out my homeboy Jason Sweetie. That's the guy that taught me how to trade futures. That's a cool dude. Like I always say, man, my family is big, my family is broad, and I ain't gonna lie, my family is a real family. Everybody in my family don't get along, but guess what? I'm the one in the middle that's cool with everybody. Shout out my daughter Alexandria Cartwright. that's petty right. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Quad witch is just a time where people got to get out of positions, and it may present a buying opportunity, but it's not the time to say, oh, I'm going to buy just because it's quad witch. It's not the time to say, oh, I'm going to sell just because it's quad witch. Stick to your plan, right? If you got a specific entry setup, wait on your entry setup. If you got a specific entry price, wait on your entry price. If you got a specific entry percentage, wait on your percentage. Trade your book. Don't worry about what the event is. Be aware of the event like quad witch. And if quad witch presents a buy-in or selling opportunity, execute based off your plan. And that's coming from a full-time trader. Hey, man, let's go look at the charts that I can look at all weekend. I ain't got nothing to say on Spilene, but we got to do it. We cannot be in here and not go check on Spilene. Y'all get your vocal cords together and sing it with me now. Spilene, where you at, baby? Yeah, I go. There she go. Hey, Spilene, how you doing, baby? Hey, how you doing? I'm sorry you couldn't get through. Why don't you leave your name and number? I still got all kind of junk on my screen, man. What's this black? I put this black line on here for something. Why did I put this black line on here? Get out of here, black line. I don't know why. Why did I put this green line here? I don't know why. I see we did this while we was talking, and it ain't got no real reason. Why did I put this here? I can't remember. I remember this right here was the sensitive area that we were talking about. We was talking about this area we got this weekly potential weekly order block, and this is the wick. It's coming back now. This was the potential weekly order block. This was the wick. Yep, that's the wick of the order block. And I was saying that right there is, I'm looking at that to be the most sensitive area of the order block, trading back into it, right? And then let me go back up to the monthly. Check this out. Yes, it's coming back now. Yes, it's coming back now. I was talking about that black line was here. That's why I just deleted. Let me undo it. Let me see. Let me get the black line back. Come back, black line. There you go. All right, now let's go back to the monthly. It's coming back now. I got to get my mind together. Yes, the black line is at the low of March. Yes, it's coming back now. Thank you for being patient with me. I said I was looking forward to get to at least the low of this candle right here, because last month was a down close month, right? And then going back, I was expecting it to get to at least the low of this candle right here, and that stretch goal getting up here to the open above these equal highs right here. That was the super stretch Armstrong, and I was looking for price to come up. I wanted price to come up to at least the sensitive area of that weekly order block. Did I say fair value gap or order block last time? That weekly order block. If I said fair value gap, I jollipies. I meant order block. This order block right here, right? And for anybody who don't know why I'm saying that's an order block, hey, the market fund open in 1 minute. If you got to go to trade, hey, appreciate you for pulling up. Hit the like button on your way out the door. Thank you very much. Okay, so all right, it's coming back. All right, let's drop down to the daily, and then boom. Yes. Oh yeah. Anybody who didn't know why I was calling that an order block, because we had rifled up. I mean, we was going up, and then that was the last up close candle before the drastic drop down. So that was the order block, and that's the this is the sensitive area, because this is the wick area right here. This is the wick of the order block, and then coming over here, we have these two up close candles right here, and then we got a daily order block on the same area. The bottom end of the daily order block is within the sensitive area, and the top end of the daily order block is just in the body of the weekly, right? So we got a daily order block. The market is open. We just opened up. We gapped up to 408.78 on the SPY. We got a gap up. Let's see if we gap up and go directly to our order block, or will we get a gap retrace. It's looking like it's trying to go straight for the sensitive area of the order block, but let's see how it play out today. Y'all know over the weekend I like to use Monday to like get my footing together. Try to get my footing together. So remember, we're coming back to 1408 is equilibrium on the SPY. It's coming back. My mind coming together. As I look at the chart, it's starting to decode. Coming from the high of August, what I got, 16th. So I need to go to August 16th. Let me get to August 16th right there. So from the August 16th high, right, of 431.73 down to the September 6th low, right, coming over here, 1408 is equilibrium. What, Tim? What does that mean? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. As we're coming back up, right, we were selling down, retesting the bull rally, right? What the thing everybody was calling the bear market rally from June 17th up until August the 16th. This whole bull rally right here, they was like, oh, this just a bear market rally. This ain't real. This whole rally right here, we went up and we were testing it from August 16th over to September 6th, right? We were testing that. It was like a retest, right? Coming back on the retest. 1408 is equilibrium of that retest, meaning that's halfway between the August 16th high and the September 6th low. 1408 is equilibrium. Why is that important to know? because this just little Timmy Rogers talking right here. This is everything that I learned from trading ICT strategies. The big boys want to sell in a premium market and buy in a discount market, right? So equilibrium lets you know where the middle of the road. Oh, and we've come to the middle of the road. That's the middle of the road. That's the spot where the bears be like, you go first. And the bulls be like, nah, you go first. You go first. Nah, you go first. That's equilibrium right there, right? So for this retest, we are approaching equilibrium of 410 or 08 on the spot. Once we get above that, we're moving into a premium market where the sellers are willing to sell. And if they're still bearish, they will sell and the market will fall. Anything below that is a discount market where the buyers are willing to buy. They're willing, anything up under here, you should expect to see from this high to this low, you should expect to see buying. And what have we been seeing over these days? Buying, 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 because it's in a discount market for this run right here, right? When we get above that, that's when you are waiting to see, are they going to sell it back down? We can very well get up into this premium market and they sell it down a little bit and continue up. That's why I always say, let the market show you what it want to do. Don't anticipate, just react, right? Have your strategy together for if we get up here and we drop, this is what I'm going to do. If we get up here and we pop, this is what I'm going to do. Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop it. So that's why those equilibrium lines are there. And the story is the same for these equilibriums here. You just coming from June low to the high, July low to the high, and then August high to the low. That's what the is equilibrium from that high, equilibrium from that low, equilibrium from that low. And also shout out the cousin that brought it on my radar, which it wasn't on my radar, right? If you go back to the confirmation run of 2020, let me zoom this out a little bit, right? If you go all the way back to the confirmation point of the run of 2020, which was like September sometime, let me get back. Let me take this with me. Come over here to September. Yes, the low. There you go. The low in September 2020. Boom. Was September 24th, right? If you look at the, because this, then I call this the confirmation leg of the bull rally, because this is 2020, right? This is the high before COVID. We dropped off. Boom. Right? We came up, right? Stopped there. Bounced up, came back to a discount for this portion of this leg right here, right? We testing this portion of the leg, and right there, this is when we took off and never looked back. So that's when we confirm, oh yeah, this rally ain't gonna stop, because all this time right here, this V-shaped rally, everybody like, oh no, this can't be real, this can't be real, this can't be real. That's what everybody was saying all 2020, and a whole lot of millionaires got made in 2020. While folk was sitting on the sideline saying, this can't be real, this can't be real. No, this ain't real. And then right here, September 2020, that's when everybody started believing it. And the market ain't looked back until January 2022. Right? And if you go from that September low up to the January high, right? Get on that January high. Get up there. Stay up there. Got dog it. There you go. And then you look at 50% equilibrium, it's at 399.89, right there in line with the July 17th low equilibrium of 401.39. Close enough for government work. It's just like a few cents, like $1 off. So that's equilibrium also for the we're at the middle of the road for the real big bull rally from 2020. We are still in the middle of the road. That's where we at, right? That wasn't even on my radar. One of the cousins pointed that out the other day. I can't remember who it was, but I appreciate you. So that's where we at on the spot. Let's jump down and look at the overnight price action real quick. Then I'm gonna go to the charts to see if anybody's saying anything. So overnight, let's see what we did overnight. This is Sunday. Sunday night, we gapped up. We gapped up pretty good. Poked up, wick down. These 60-minute candles, we came back down into that area, the same area. Didn't run any sell side liquidity. We just we poked up above the high. We poked up above the high of Friday because we made a high right at the end of the day on Friday. Yes, we did. So we made the high right at the end of the day of Friday of 40.95. Right, we made 40.95 was the high right at the end of the day on the last candle of the New York session, last hourly candle of New York session. Right, we gapped up and then we ran above it. Boom, took out the buy side liquidity, then came back down and just made relative equal lows on the hourly, stopping right here at this order block right over here. So we stopped at this order block the first time. We came down at, you know, the after hour, like right after the New York closed, you got like that last hour. We came back down to that order block on Friday and stopped and wicked off of it. And then Sunday we gapped up and then went up and we came back and filled in that gap up and stopped again right there at that order block. Let me stretch it out if anybody can't see it. It stopped in the sensitive area of the order block, which is the wick. Like if I stretch out the body, we never got to the body of the order block. But if I look at the wick of the order block, that when I be like, that's the sensitive area of the order block that I be paying the most attention to, right there, that little wick. See how we got it? We came down, got into that wick, you know, pushed up off it. We came here too. We got into the wick, pushed up off it, got back in the wick, pushed up off it, traded back down into the wick of it again, and then we pushed up off it, creating another order block right there. Right there. You can actually count all of these as an order block right there. Right, you can count all of it because we came down. We had 3 down consecutive down candles. Then we got a violent price move off of it. Right, ping out. We got a ping out. Right, so you can literally count all of these as an order block right there. Right, you can literally count all of them as an order block. And as you see, the first time we came down, right, making sure we don't leave a fair value gap right there. This is I don't have anything marked out. Where are my freaking lines? Hold on. Y'all, hold on. I got my lines invisible. Like my midnight line. I got everything invisible. Why is this? I think I cleared it all off so we can see the screen good. Y'all hold on for a minute and just bear with me, man. All right. I think that should be my stuff. Let me put my lines in place and then I get back to talking in a minute. Drop down to 15 minutes so I get my lines in place. New York, what time do we open up at 9? We opened up at 4107.25. I got to put my snap back on. $41.07.25. New York open. Okay, where's my midnight line? Oh, it's still way down there. What time we open up at midnight? We opened up at 40.83.75. 40.83.75. The midnight open was 40.83.75. Man, that's real close to I hate when it lump up like that. I do not like when it lump up like that, when they be all bunched together. Get out of here. Or the block, yeah, my way, I can't see. So the midnight open is 40.83.75. Real close to the we was consolidating real heavy. The London open. The London open is 40.93.75. Man, them 75s Somebody, if you play cash 3, I might want to put a 75 in there because I'm 75 hitting this morning. All right. So I got my lines in place now. God dog it. I'm supposed to be 93, right? I didn't copy that last time. Yes, 93. Okay, so 49, 375. Okay, now I got my lines in there. Let's go back and look at it. This where we came back down. We was coming back down into this the order block over. It was a hourly order block over there that we was coming back down into, and then we set a new one somewhere. I done deleted it, but anyway, so we took off, got a pang out. We got a nice little pang out. We ran this buy side liquidity again above that we made on Sunday night. We ran that buy side liquidity that we left up there with that swing high there. Took that out, went through that, left a fair value gap, came back down into this area here. This right now, Algo's using this area right here, using that right there as a nice order block there too, because we took off. Yeah, these right here to be in the potential, and then we had a little consolidation, and we took off again from this area here. Then we came down right into the wick of discounted there, and we took off again. It's pushing up, man. It looked like it's trying to get back up. It's pushing. Let's see what it's pushing for. We got everything marked, mapped out of significance. Okay, we got the bottom end of this, like I mapped out the top end of the order block because it lined up with a weekly order block right there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Coming in here, this is the wick. Okay, this is the wick of the weekly order block right there. So I got the body of the weekly order block mapped out. Let me highlight that wick real quick. Let me highlight down to the wick. I'm just gonna highlight the wick here and make it a different color so it can stand out. I'm gonna highlight this wick so it can stand out. So we got the wick there. I'm just gonna leave that blue. So these weekly candles, this is equilibrium for the drop down, right? So we're inching back to trying to get back to a premium of the drop down. When we get into once we get above 41.2250, that'll put us into a premium for this retrace right here from the high to the low. That'll put us into a premium for this retrace right there. And that's the August 16th high up there, the week ending of the 19th, the August 16th high. So that'll put us into a premium once we get above 41.2250, and that'll bring us right into the wick of the weekly order block is from 41.30 up to 41.66. So it's a 36-point wick that we working with. It's a weekly wick. It's a 36-point weekly wick. Let's drop down. Say that 10 times. Weekly wick, weekly wick, weekly wick. And then we have inside, like that's the top half of the daily order block that I had mapped out, right? And then the bottom half, there it is again. The bottom half of the daily order block, these two up close candles, is within the wick of the weekly. So this area right here, I expect this to be the most sensitive area. But as you see, now it's coming back to me. That's why I didn't mark so much stuff out, because I already got a weekly fair value gap mapped out. I got the body of the order block mapped out. And then when I start trying to put in all this stuff, looking at it started getting too junky. You know what I'm saying? It's too much stuff going on the chart. So expect this area to be sensitive to price between 41.30 and 41.66. That's the wick of the weekly order block up there. I just took it off because it's too much going on right there. And then, or I can do this right here. This is what I'll do. Instead of marking out the body of the daily, the top half of the daily order block, I'll just mark out the bottom. I'll mark at the bottom. And since we got like sizable wicks on the top and bottom, and to keep it looking neat, I'll just do it to that open and to that low, like that right there. Boom. Lock it like that. To match this, the sensitive portion of the weekly and the bottom half of the daily. Yeah, there you go, Tim. That's how you should have marked it the first time. So price is steady inching up, trying to get back to the premium. Let's see how sensitive price is to this daily and weekly order block right there, because it's still pushing. It's still pushing. Remember what we talked about on what's name? I would love to see it come up, get into this order block, and then come back down and take care of some of this. Like we working on right now, we're working on a daily fair value gap right there. I'm not gonna mark it until this day is over, because we could come up and then just drop it like it's hot, but I don't think so. I think we just gonna reprice back up into this area there. But let's see how it play out, man. I don't have a lot of direct levels right now for today, because right now everything is just like pretty much on the higher time frame, and I just want to I'm at a point where I just want to see what the market gonna do. Those are the higher time frame things that I'm looking at right now. I don't have no intraday levels for today. I'm sorry. I'm only human, flesh and blood, a man. I know y'all don't know that. I know y'all don't know that song. It might be one person in here old enough to know that song. I'm only human, flesh and blood, a man. Hey, let me see what y'all talk about in the chat. Y'all ain't talking about. What's up, Travis? Shout out my homie Travis Scott. Did Joshua text me? Did he text me? Hey, Instagram, I'm finna hang up on y'all, man. I'm about to hang up on Instagram. I appreciate y'all. Pull up on YouTube. Pull up on YouTube if y'all still there. If y'all still on Instagram, pull up on YouTube. That's where we at. Did Joshua text me? Man, I got 25 text messages, and he did not. Y'all hold on while I text Josh to tell him to send me his link. Oh, it's on Instagram? Oh, put it in the chat then, baby. On your MacBook, just go. You know how I be sharing Banjo? Now, I was just saying, like, if you know how I be doing, what is it on, you said it's on Apple Music? Let me go there real quick. Fun to show my brother some love, man. If you sensitive to cussing, I won't put the disclaimer out there. It's real R&B. It's real R&B music. It's real R&B music. It's that real baby making music. Yeah, share it in the chat. What is it? The real J Israel, his thing, baby? Is it the real J Israel? There you go. I see him right there. Yeah, I see him right there. Oh, he just dropped another one. I ain't even know the glass half full. I ain't know he dropped that one. I remember For the Sake of R&B. I ain't know he just dropped another one. Huh? Oh, For the Sake of R&B is the new one. Oh, so the glass half full. I ain't know about the glass half full. I remember because I was messing with him, how he laying on the bed. I say, boy, if you don't get off that bed with a flower on your stomach. I was messing with him about the flower on his stomach on there. But anyway, there you go. Oh, yeah, my sweetie put it in the chat. She put it in the chat. Y'all go check my for the sake of R&B. That's my homeboy Joshua Israel. That's a good dude. We went bowling one time when he was up here working in Columbus. Me, him, and my family. We went and picked him up while he was staying up here doing some because he do like drywall and stuff like that. He do like construction type work. He got his own business, and so he was up here working, and we was hanging out. Me, him, and the family. That's a good dude. Okay then, Towns, I see you. Hey, what y'all ain't talking about nothing in the chat, man. I'm about to jump off, I guess, because I see Margot. What's up, Margot? I ain't say nothing to you earlier. Oh yeah, Travis Scott. That's my dude, man. Y'all check out Travis Scott. He be putting the meal plans and recommendation stuff on it. The menus, that's what it is. He be putting the menus on his IG page. It's Scott's Creations. It's called Scott's Creation on IG. If you're trying to learn how to cook, and he be having like healthy stuff, it be good and it's good for you. I ain't gonna say all of it be good for you, but it be some good looking meals. The black line was yeah. It lined up. Yeah, Zay was talking about the area, and it lined up with the area we was looking at too. I appreciate that. Hey, Audrey, I appreciate you, man. I just explained it the way I need to hear it. I explained, Joshua, stop staring at me like that, man. Get off my screen. We pushing up. We all did we tap equilibrium? We just took off. Man, we just took off. What's that high right there? 41, 22, 25. We came a tick away from equilibrium. So we're right in the middle of the road right now. Looking at this. I hate when it pushed this far, this fast. When it pushed this far, this fast, I don't like that. I'm looking at this right here. This is what I'm looking at, y'all. We got this braking structure right here. Right? We got this braking structure right here. And we got this fair value gap right there. And we got this potential breaker right here also. So we got a potential breaker right here. We got a fair value gap. We got a breaking structure. So I'm looking at that right there. I'm looking at that right there for a long entry if we don't get too far away from it. God, I hate when we push that far that fast. Because we push up that far that fast, and then it's gonna be taking a long time to get back to where I needed to get to for my entry. And it's gonna be like during the time when I don't want to trade. We coming up to the wick of the order block. We coming up to the wick of the order block. See how we pushing up that far that fast? I don't like that. So we got a potential breaker right here. We got a fair value gap right here, 15 minute. Let me set this. Got a 15-minute fair value gap right there. Push this out to the end of the week. We got a potential breaker right here. Because we got the previous low right there that we came down into this order block, stretch the low out in time, go up, we break the low. This high broke that low right there. And then, so now we made a lower high, lower low, higher high. Remember, I told you I could see it once I find it the way ICT, where I learned how to find it off of ICT. If you use the wick of the breaker, it'll be there. If you use the body of the breaker, 15-minute breaker, 15-minute breaker. If you use the wick of the breaker, it'll be 4106, 25 to 4110, 25. If you use the body of the breaker, it's a teeny tiny one. But if you use the body of the breaker, it's 4107, 75 to 4109 if you use the body. So we got the breaker, We got a breaker there, potential breaker there. We got a breaking structure right there. We got a fair value gap right there, all lined up in the same spot. But we run it. See, I hate when it run like, see it when it get that far, that fast, the move be feeling real exhausted to me. I don't like when it get that far away, that far, that fast. Look how far we pushed in that 15-minute time frame. That drive me crazy when the price action do that. But this is a beautiful area to be trying to go long in, because it's like, oh, you got all that going on in that one area right there. Why it couldn't have just pushed up to equilibrium and then came back down and blast off like that? That's it, man. That's all I got. I've been on here 56 minutes. That's all I got. It's taking off. It's taking off without me. It's almost 10 o'clock, and I can already see the way it's trading. If it do decide to come back down to this area, it's going to be during the time when I'm not in front of the charts. Again, sorry I had like a whole lot of intraday levels. But we just at a point. We had a point where the price is right now. All the levels was on higher time frames, so it is what it is. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Hey, let's what's the name? Let's listen to something off Banjo before we get out of here. Hey, that's all I got, man. As far as the price action, we're gonna get back on here tonight at 7:30 to do the price action recap. If y'all want to hang out and listen to something off Banjo, you're welcome to hang out. If not, I'll see y'all at 7:30. Let's get into something off of Banjo. We're gonna go to the next where's Banjo at, man? Oh, I forgot I went to Joshua Israel. That's what happened. Get off my screen, Joshua. Get back to Banjo. Where Banjo at? Let me open a new tab. That's the easiest way I can get to it. All right, Banjo. We're gonna get into we did Shucks. We skipped Taliano because Lil Hawk wanted to hear Shucks. So we're gonna play Taliano, because we already did Polka, right? Yeah, we did Polka, and then Lil Hawk asked for Shucks. So we're gonna do Taliano. We're gonna do Taliano, and then that's gonna be it, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Banjo now streaming on all streaming platforms. Link for Banjo's in the chat right now.
I've been living good, eating better now. Hop up in that whip, Italiano, we gon' chow. Feel like little boozy, baby, come and wipe me down. Yeah, I'm feeling fly, got them studied, don't know how. Every day, get it every day. Yeah, know we get that money every way. That's all it is, that's all it is. We are not the same like in the news. In that crowd going 8, go bananas. Yeah, the game got connections like a tenor. In the mountains, yeah, out of Montana. Eat the grits, come straight from Louisiana. Yeah. Getting all, yeah, we got them better. Giving girls every from Havana. Yeah. Come here, baby. You know that I like me, a baby. You know that we a wifey. That's how it is. That's how it is. Baby, go my way. No, I'm not trying to be no friend. Yeah, I really get some money, now some baddie try to spend. Hop up in that truck with chippers, crippers, or that biz. I don't fuck about bags, no, we don't butt our hands. Yeah, we go get rich, go up buy some land. For my mom, for my man, for my boss, and for the family.
For sure, man. Gotta support my son. Gotta support my son. He worked hard on his music, man. He was working on his music on fake. Check him out. Check out he chopped and screwed it. What he know about chopping and screwing some music?
Yeah, I'm feeling feeling fly, got hope, but they don't know how.
Man, what that man know about chopping and screwing some music? What do you know about chopping and screwing some music? He out there doing his research and all, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. You was in a trade. Hey, we dropped the link. We dropped the link in the chat, man. Hopefully the cousins go support you. We had your link in the chat. Where was it? Right there. We put the link in the chat for the sake of R&B. That's the link we put in there in the chat. Shout out. That's my dude. That's my dude, Josh. That's a good brother, man. I appreciate that. Here to learn and share. I gotta support my son, man. Got good kids. They good kids. He a student athlete. You know what I'm saying? He work on his own music. He keep his grades up. His younger brother play in the band. He play the clarinet. He keep his grades up. You know what I'm saying? They good kids, man. I guess they mama doing a good job with them because I'm half crazy. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me this morning. I see y'all tonight at 7:30 for the price action recap. I'm about to go hang out with my sweetie, probably get some breakfast or something. I don't know. The market took off without me. It took off without me. I'm gonna see if it's gonna come back to my spot. I ain't sharing my screen no more, so y'all can't see it. I ain't gonna worry about it. I appreciate y'all, man. I see y'all tonight at 7:30 for what's the name? The recap. Gone.